weird phobias you've probably never heard of. Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to the channel. It's your guy, Zachy, and today we're taking a wild detour into one of my favorite parts of the internet rabbit hole, bizarre psychology. Specifically, we're talking about real-life phobias that sound completely made up. I'm not even kidding. Some of these are so oddly specific, you'll wonder if they were invented by a bored scientist with a twisted sense of humor. But nope, they're legit, and people actually live with them every day. Some are funny, some are fascinating, and some are just plain strange. So if you've ever wondered what it's like to fear peanut butter or think ducks are spying on you, yes, seriously, then stay right here because this video is going to be a trip. Alright, quick refresher in case you slept through Psych 101. A phobia is more than a casual dislike. It's a deeply rooted, irrational fear of something that most people would consider harmless. The reaction is usually way out of proportion to the actual threat, but to the person experiencing it, it feels very real. We're talking elevated heart rate, full-on panic, nausea, sometimes even blacking out. And here's the kicker. The person knows it's irrational, but that doesn't make it go away. It's like the fear has its own mind. And while many people know about things like claustrophobia or arachnophobia, there's a whole secret world of phobias that fly completely under the radar. Until now. Let's start with something that sounds harmless enough. The color yellow. But if you have xanthophobia, yellow isn't just cheerful, it's terrifying. Imagine walking through a store and breaking into a sweat because a shelf is covered in bright yellow sale tags. Or seeing someone wear a neon yellow jacket and needing to leave the room. The color itself becomes the enemy. And while most of us associate yellow with happiness and sunshine, someone with this phobia might feel actual panic at the sight of a banana. It's rare, but it's real, and it shows how something simple can become a source of intense stress. Now, this next one has to win the award for most oddly specific fear ever. It's called arachibutyrophobia, the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of your mouth. And yes, it's a mouthful in more ways than one. For most of us, that sticky sensation is just a minor annoyance. But for people with this phobia, it can trigger a full-blown panic response. There's often an underlying fear of choking or being unable to breathe or speak. Even the thought of eating peanut butter can make someone anxious. So yeah, PB&J sandwiches? Probably not on the menu for this crowd. Okay, this one honestly sounds like the plot of a low-budget horror movie. But stick with me. It's called anatophobia, and it's the fear that, no matter where you are, a duck is watching you, just silently observing. And while it started as a satirical concept from a comic strip, there are actually people who relate to it so much that it's taken on a life of its own. Now, obviously the duck isn't going to hurt you, but the idea that you're never truly alone, that somewhere out there in the bushes or a nearby pond, a duck is just watching? Yeah, cue the creepy music. You know that mini heart attack you get when you can't find your phone? Where is it? Feeling? That's the foundation of a real, clinically recognized fear called nomophobia, short for no mobile phone phobia. And with the way society is wired, pun intended, it's becoming more and more common. Losing signal, running out of battery, or even leaving the house without your phone can cause major anxiety for people with this phobia. It's like a digital lifeline, and when it's cut off, everything feels unstable. Honestly, with how attached we all are to our screens, this one doesn't even seem that unusual anymore. Alright, let's talk about belly buttons. Something everyone has, but not everyone wants to think about. Omphalophobia is the fear of belly buttons. Yep, just seeing one, touching one, or even thinking about one can make someone feel queasy or freaked out. Some people can't even touch their own belly button without panicking. It's not just about the way it looks. Sometimes it's a fear of germs or the idea that it connects to your insides and could somehow be damaged. Either way, if you're rocking a crop top or heading to the beach, this phobia might make you want to stay home. Let's talk irony. The word for the fear of long words is, wait for it, hippopotomonstrosesquipedaliophobia. Yes, that's the actual name. Who decided that? Were they trying to make people afraid on purpose? People with this phobia experience anxiety when encountering long, complex words, especially in formal settings like school or public speaking. It's often connected to feelings of inadequacy or the fear of being misunderstood or sounding stupid. So giving it a 35-letter name feels a bit like psychological trolling. If you ask me, facial hair, love it or fear it. For those with paganophobia, it's definitely the latter. This is a fear of beards and can be triggered by everything from how a beard looks or smells to what it hides underneath. Some people associate beards with uncleanliness or unpredictability, especially if the beard is long or unruly. Others simply can't handle the texture or feel of hair on someone's face. So yeah, if you ever wonder why someone avoids hugging your bearded uncle at family reunions, this could be why. You're at a wedding. The music starts, the dance floor fills up, and you feel like running for the exit. If that sounds familiar, you might relate to chorophobia, the fear of dancing. And it's not just social anxiety or embarrassment. It's a deeper, irrational fear. Some people trace it back to childhood trauma, bullying, or cultural pressure. For others, it's a fear of losing control or being judged. And no, it doesn't matter if it's ballroom, TikTok trends, or the chicken dance. Any movement to music can be a no-go zone. Okay, cheese lovers, brace yourselves. There are people out there who live in fear of cheese. It's called turophobia, and it ranges from mild disgust to full-blown terror. Some folks can't stand the smell, the texture, the sight, or even the concept of cheese. Whether it's sharp cheddar or creamy brie, the reaction is the same. Get away from me. It might sound silly, but for someone with this phobia, walking into a pizza place can feel like stepping into a haunted house. So what do we learn today? That fear doesn't always make sense. And that's okay. Phobias can be caused by trauma, by learned behavior, or sometimes for no obvious reason at all. The important thing is, if you've got a weird fear, whether it's beards, belly buttons, or judgmental ducks, you're not alone. And you're definitely not broken. There are ways to treat and manage phobias, from therapy to exposure techniques, and things do get better. If you found this video interesting, funny, or just slightly uncomfortable in a good way, hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to Adzakaprat for more videos where we dive into the strange corners of the human mind, the internet, and beyond. Drop a comment below if you have a weird fear or know someone who does. I want to hear the most bizarre ones. Thanks for hanging out with me. And remember, it's okay to be scared sometimes. Just try not to run from cheese.